Lot, Abraham's nephew, lived in Sodom, a city infamous for its wickedness. Though Lot was a righteous man, his daily life was surrounded by corruption and danger. He often sat at the city gate witnessing the cruelty and injustice that plagued Sodom's streets. Lot faced hostility from the townspeople who mocked his values and pressured him to conform to their ways. When Lot tried to stand up for what was right, he was met with anger and threats from the crowd. The city's violence and depravity weighed heavily on him, testing his faith and resolve each day. Lot often prayed for guidance and protection, seeking strength to remain faithful amid overwhelming evil. Despite the darkness around him, Lot clung to hope, trusting that God would not abandon him in the city of sin. His perseverance would soon be tested in ways he could never have imagined, as Sodom's fate drew near. To warn Lot and his family of the impending destruction, God sent 2 angels to Sodom. These angels, disguised as men, arrived at the city gates as evening approached. Lot, known for his hospitality, saw them and immediately invited them to stay at his home. He understood the danger of strangers lingering in the streets of Sodom after dark, and insisted they accept his offer. The angels initially declined, preferring to spend the night in the town square. But Lot was persistent, urging them to reconsider. He pleaded with them, understanding the danger they faced. Finally, the angels relented and agreed to stay at his house. Little did Lot know that these were no ordinary travelers, but messengers sent by God himself to deliver a life-altering warning. As darkness fell over Sodom, the true nature of the city's inhabitants was revealed. A mob of men, young and old, surrounded Lot's house. They demanded Lot hand over his guests, intent to harm them. These men, blinded by their wickedness, had no regard for hospitality or decency. They sought only to satisfy their own depraved desires. Lot, horrified by their demands, bravely stood between the mob and his door. He refused to surrender his guests, choosing to protect them even at the risk of his own life. He pleaded with the mob, begging them to reconsider their wicked intentions. He even offered them his own daughters in place of the strangers, a desperate act reflecting the gravity of the situation. His pleas, however, fell on deaf ears. The mob, consumed by their wickedness, refused to listen. Seeing the gravity of the situation, the angels intervened. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next one. They pulled Lot back into the house and struck the mob with blindness, throwing them into confusion. The angels then revealed their true identities to Lot, confirming they were messengers from God, sent to destroy Sodom. They warned Lot to gather his family and flee the city immediately, for God's judgment was about to fall. Lot wasted no time. He rushed to warn his sons-in-law, urging them to escape the impending destruction. They, however, dismissed his warnings, believing he was joking. Their hearts, hardened by the wickedness of Sodom, could not comprehend the truth. Lot, his wife, and his 2 unmarried daughters then fled the city, guided by the angels towards safety. As they fled, they were given a strict command: do not look back. The family hurried towards a small town called Zoar, the designated place of refuge. As they journeyed, the earth began to tremble, and fire rained down from the sky. Sodom and Gomorrah, consumed by flames and brimstone, were destroyed in a catastrophic display of God's wrath. The once thriving cities were reduced to smoldering ruins, a testament to the consequences of unrepentant sin. Lot's wife, however, unable to resist the urge, looked back upon the destruction. Perhaps curiosity or longing for the life she was leaving behind overcame her. Whatever the reason, her disobedience to the angel's command had dire consequences. She was instantly turned into a pillar of salt, a stark reminder of the importance of obedience to God's word. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.